Hi friends, welcome. We'll continue learning our generation of PDF document by using Python's ReportLab, and now we'll learn how we'll add a grid to our PDF document. So this grid, by adding it, we'll place some text on it. We'll learn all the basics of the coordinates of the grid, and then we'll use a data, means a bulk of data of a list, a two-dimensional list we'll use and place it in a grid. So that way dynamically we can take the data from a database and create our grid on our PDF page. We'll learn all about this, but before that my request is please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you'll be notified as and when we are adding new tutorials, and we are frequently doing that also. Let's start the script. Visit this page. The URL is available in the description. You can scroll down and read the entire content. It is all the lines are explained here, how to get the data and place it on the file to create the grid. And here you can get a link here. It is a link to the GitHub page, and in the GitHub page the entire source code is available. You can download it or in whatever format. This is a Jupyter notebook format also. Now you can click this open in Colab and you will be presented to the Colab platform. This is a Google's cloud platform. This is free and you just need a Google account to open this in your Google account. So this is a cloud based Python. It is available for you, ready to available, and you can run one by one cell. You need not have to change the code also. You can download it. Here you can go file, download, either in a YPNY, means Jupyter notebook, or .py, whatever you want. You can download to your local system and run it in your system also. So finally at this line you will able to download the PDF file and run that and see how this file has created using the grid. We'll start from here. This all the steps are written in the text cell. So we'll follow these whatever we have written in the text cells and add the code to this. So first we'll install the ReportLab. So we'll say pip install ReportLab, because this is not the part of the Google standard libraries, whatever is available by default. So you have to add it. Every time you start a session, you need to install it. Let this cell be there. Okay, it is installed. Now after this, some of the modules I will import it. I am just pasting it. These are the two module, Canvas and A4. We'll see how we are using this. So yes, this is oval. Now create a PDF document using the path. Here, because we will be keeping our path here. So simply we have to say my path, a variable my path equal to my pdf.pdf. If you are using in your local system, then you have to give the C, then directory name, then subdirectory name, then the path on the file name, whatever way you want to save it. You have to give that in here. So now create a canvas object. Next is canvas we will create. We have imported canvas here at the top, so that we will be using it. So C, that is a canvas object equal to canvas dot canvas. Now my path above we have declared it, so the same one. Now bottom up equal to 1. It can be 1 or 0. Bottom up means the y value or the vertical value will start 0 at the bottom. So the total height is there. Suppose you wanted to place the grid at the top 20. So total height minus 20 will be at the top. So bottom up means 0 is at the bottom. So then we'll say page size. It is A4 because A4 we have imported. So A4 is here. What you are using. You can import later also. So now let's add the page size to this. So for page size, what you will do is we will declare two variable W and H. This equal to, now what it is, A4, because it's a tuple, A4 width equal to A4 0. Now similarly the next variable height or H equal to A4 1. So the 0 and 1 is, one will give width value, height value. But what happened, these are all in the decimals, so float value. So we have to convert it into integer. So int, I am just using int function, so that will convert anything, a string or a float, anything to integer, because we will be using mostly integers. So int. So now finally whatever I get the W and H, I can just print it and check it also. Print WH. So these two values I can print it. Now let me just run this once. So fine, this cell also wants. Now this will print me W and H. Yeah, 595 is the width, height is 841. Now these are the basic tasks over. Now we'll add our, first we'll draw a simple grid here. So I am just giving a code here. So first what happened, a grid needs a list of horizontal and vertical coordinates. So it's a the cross sections, so we have to mention it. So where it will start. Now this is for that a series of coordinates means which is the list we will prepare. So x list, x means it's in the horizontal direction. So x list equal to, now it is a list only. So I am giving 20, then incrementing by 50. So I am giving 70, then further 50 is 120. One more I will go 170. So 50 increment of 50 I am giving x coordinates or horizontal coordinates. Similarly, let me just give y list. It's a vertical coordinates equal to, but this time vertically means I have to give a minus because I want at the top. If I want to bottom, directly I can give same values. So let me put it at the top. So I am giving you can just see h minus 20, then h minus 70. I am coming, next will be below that, next will be below that. So h minus 120, now h minus 170. So these coordinates x20, from height I am minus this and minus 20. So I am reaching at this point, then 70. So at the top my grid will come. So this is where we will see how the grid comes. Now let's draw the grid. So for that, c dot grid x list, y list. So two lists are created here. So that is how the now my grid is added. What I can do is I will just save it here. So there. Now what I can, if I'll run this file will be created here. I can download it also. Let me just okay, up to this point. Now let me run this. Okay, let us refresh it. Nothing is there. Okay, fine. So now I will run this. So fine, now let me refresh this. You can see my pdf.pdf is created here. I can just, or I can write a code at the below because that will write it subsequently, just 2 lines to download it. Now here I can download it. Download, I am just downloading it to my download folder, my pdf.pdf file, save it. Now let me just open it. I can show you, here is the grid. Before we move to the next part where we will use a list to put the data in different location in the cell, we will try to understand the coordination by using a string, and we will put it in the second cell. So let's just try that. C dot draw string. Now what we are going to do is write a simple text in a particular second cell we are targeting, but you see where it's coming. See draw string, now x coordinate or the horizontal coordinate I am giving as 70. Vertical coordinate is y minus 70 because bottom of equal to 1 we have used. So from the bottom the total h value minus 70. So it will be, location will be here. Now what should be the string here? So here I am just, anything you can write. I am just writing a string here. You can use anything. So let's just run this, but before that let me remove this one, delete the file. Okay, now let me just keep the file, run this cell. So the fine, but before that draw the string. Okay, hopefully let me just refresh this. Okay, it's not created because I have to run it once again. I think all the cell I need to run once, this also. Then I am creating the canvas, then the width and height I am again creating, then I am finally creating and save. This save one will create this one. Sorry, I did a mistake. I have to take the save below this. So what I will do, Control X, now write the code here, saved it. Once more I will run it. So for this one, then this, then the height and width, then I am creating the grid, adding the string to that, then saving it. Fine. Now whatever is created I will download it to in my local system. So let me just save it here. Now it is, let's just open it. Yeah, see this where the text is created. Once I given the coordinate 20 and h minus 70 means this particular, if you can see the first corner, the top corner, diagonally the next corner, that is the starting point of the x and y coordinate. So there the string is written. So keeping in this mind, say we want to target it something for the first row, then it will go above that. So that we have to compensate and place our data in within the cell, and for that also we have to give some left margin because some padding will keep, then accordingly match exactly the rows where it will go, then I will put some data inside this particular grid. That we will see in the next part. That's all, friends. Hope you have a good learning experience, and if you have any doubts, suggestions, questions, use the comment section below to post it. And my request is please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you'll be notified as and when we are adding new tutorials, and we are frequently doing that also. My request is please share this with your friends, and thank you for watching.